What's going on, everybody? This is Crazy Russian 86 here, and now I'm basically in my aunt's apartment in San Francisco, California. That's how the place looks like. It's kind of nice. I'm probably gonna go outside so you see what's going on up there. Oh shit. So this video goes down to Earl Portland. Hi Earl, how are you doing, my man? Oh my god, it's so cold. I need to put the hoodie on. But yeah, you know, he made the comment on the messenger for me. You know, I was basically talking about that, you know, sometimes you can't be harsh to people because if you are... I had to go to get the hoodie for so freaking, you know, all the way to my room. But yeah, pretty much Earl Portland, he was talking about that you can't be harsh to people, otherwise you may lose friends. And I can tell him this, okay? It depends on what kind of society you live in. Like me, if you're harsh to me, I may be your friend, but it depends what. Because like, there was somebody who was telling me shit about that I was born a retard or whatever. So I basically cast him out and I blocked him and told him shit. And the thing is that this guy is a piece of shit. Because let me tell you something, he doesn't get way more pussy than I do, that's number one. Number two, okay? He's living with his dad and he's freaking 36 years old. And he doesn't have a job. The job at FedEx, where I'm working at for 2.5 years now, right? He could only be at the job for 2 weeks, okay? So, even if I have autism, right, or whatever, I'm still better than he is because I'm making more money than he does, so he should shut the fuck up, really. So he made me so mad. But of course, you know, I've been insulting him too, telling him that he's fucking pothead and drug addict. And, you know, like certain things like that, you kind of get upset at people, but I don't give a fuck about him. I mean, I'm happy that I cut him out of my life completely. You know, I'm actually pretty happy about it. Because he's a piece of shit anyway. Why do I need to deal with subhumans like that? Fucking piece of trash, 36 years old, living with his dad, not working that much. Fucking loser. So yeah. He pissed me off big time. But I mean, like I said, some people can accept harsh things when you say it, some people don't. But quite frankly, when it comes to making friends with people, like before when I was younger, I wanted to have friends and people around me. Now when I see how people are, I'm like, fuck all of that. Like, I don't even want to, because I feel like, honestly, I just cannot really connect to people. Like, people cannot relate to me and things like that. So I'm like, I don't even care. Because then I'm seeing it like this. If I want to see, even if let's say I'm going to learn how to act right, and I'd say I make some friends and I see what people are all about, I'm like, it's just not my thing, you know, just one of these things. So it is what it is. Like, I feel like when I used to complain about, oh, I'm lonely, I don't have friends and this and that, it's all really kind of pointless, because the reality of the thing is, life is all about getting in where you can fit in. Life is all about just finding your way, like, and not caring what other people say or think. Just kind of ignore that type of shit, and really, like, and the more I live, the more I understand it, you know. Sometimes the best way is just like, get in tune with yourself and just do your thing, and if people want to be friends with you, good, but if not, then fuck it, don't care. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is, you know. And if people say things about you or think certain things which can be wrong or whatever, just like, fuck it. Because a lot of times I've been noticing that, I'm realizing that sometimes I'm better off just being on my own this life, just like, just be all by myself. The more I live, the more I realize that that's kind of a thing, just to be all by yourself. And sometimes, like, people try, to come to me and tell me shit, or think that, to just joke around and like, get the fuck out of here. Like, a lot of times just like, the fact that I cut people out of my life, or tell them off, or ignore them, I feel like a lot of time I'm actually doing the right thing, honestly. Because, like, I come to the conclusion, like, a lot of times I'm going and ask people for advice and asking what should I do, and then they tell me something I don't like, so I'm like, fuck that shit, I don't do it like that. So a lot of times I've been an asshole, if you know what I mean, like, because I see that there's something is not going right in my life, so I think that everybody else knows the answer and I don't, so I start asking people like, what should I do, what should I do, what should I do? And then they give me the answer, which only pisses me off sometimes. So then I'm thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't be asking people for advice to begin with. So a lot of times I'm looking back in my life and realize that I'll be better off be all by myself, just do the job, do what I can. If people treat me the way I don't like to be treated, just pretty much tell them off, ignore them, as much as you can. That's just the best way, People are a detriment to my existence, really. Most of them are, just like for me it's better just to be all by myself. I'm just better off that way. Less stress that way, just... Of course I need to do certain things for society, like I need to do work, I need to come to work and actually do the job the best of my ability, but just like... The best way for me is just try to smooth it out. If they tell me something, just makes an excuse, say, hey, I'm trying my best, I just cannot do any better. Can you just leave me alone, and something like that, and just like, they leave me alone, I get my money. I still have to do the best I can, like no bullshit. Certain areas where I can improve. But if I'm not able, say, hey, it's kind of person I am. Leave me alone. I'm like, okay. A lot of times things will work out. That's just how it is. Yep, that's something I learned in my life. And yeah, I agree, obviously, to have friends, you have to be that nice person, you have to care about what other people think or say or this or that, but if you don't have that personality, then the best way you can do is just like say, hey, I don't give a fuck about making friends with people, and just be content with it. Sometimes it's just what it is. Because like, if you don't have this personality qualities or whatever, there's no reason to ruminate about it. The best way is just accept it and say, hey, I think I want more friends because then I will feel good about myself, because then I feel like, look at me, motherfuckers, I'm this shit. I can fuck any bitch I want, I can hang out with friends and drink and have fun and this, etc., etc. It's a good lifestyle to have, but at the same time, if you don't have personality for that such kind of thing, then you just have to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, fuck it. I think I better off just to have weird friends or be lonely and just be cool with it. Because this is what it is. Because if the only people who can understand you, they're like weird, crazy people, and the normal people, or I don't know what's normal anymore, but mainstream people cannot get you, then fuck it. Why should you be with these people anyway? Because these people, why should you be with people who don't get you? Just to be with people, not really worth it, really. So there's no reason to complain about life. Life is all about doing what you can, getting your way, and that's it. Be happy with what you have, I guess that's just how it is. Peace out. Later!